As you continue to get used to the Lions making the right decisions, I'm going to give you something else to look at that's like, thank you, Lions. Thank you, front office, coaches. You're making the right decisions. Make another smart move. So, first, we need to look at our defensive production last year, just really quick. I like this because it shows Detroit offense, Detroit defense, kind of side by side, and where we rank. So points per game offensively, number 5. Yards per game, 4. Points per play, 5th. Yards per play, 4th. So in top 5 in almost every offensive category. Flip over here to the defense. Again, I know this is an eye chart, but quickly looking at it, opponent's points per game, we're 28th. Yards per game, we give up the most yards, 32. Now, when you give up yards, yes, you can give up a lot of yards running the ball, but the most straight up yardage is through the air. That's where you're going to give up the most yards. And so points per play, everything's just really bad. TDs per game, we just give up a lot of touchdowns. We gave up a lot of touchdowns, whereas on our offensive side, we're scoring a lot. So what's the smart move that we made? I love it because the first thing that we did, we addressed the secondary. We all know this by now. We addressed the secondary. The second thing that we are doing is being really smart about who we have and the versatility. So not only did we sign guys for the secondary, talented guys, but we go out and manageably find CJ Gardner-Johnson. Okay, and I'm going to show you why this is so big, because he is a Swiss Army knife for the defense. So when he was with the Eagles, he played mostly free safety. That's what he played. And if you show it right here, he played free safety, 443 snaps versus 200 in the slot, 200 in the box, which that alone is pretty cool. The guy played 400 snaps at free safety, but then he also played 400 snaps in a different position. Okay, but primarily he was free safety. When he was with the Saints prior to going to the Eagles, he was 80% in the slot. So here's a guy that spent his majority of his time last year as a free safety. Before that, he was primarily in the slot. And so what the Lions are going to do, and this is where it's just like, thank you for just making smart moves, is they're going to play him both at nickel and safety and a little bit of linebacker. Because if you look at the depth chart that ESPN has, again, this is just a bullcrap depth chart, just throwing names up at the screen, because they have CJ Gardner-Johnson at corner, backup corner. No, that's not right. What you have is CJ Gardner-Johnson, Sutton, Joseph, Walker, Mosley, Jerry Jacobs, and Brian Branch. Those 7 guys are going to be playing all over the place, mix and match. Throw in Will Harris. We know he's versatile. So what the Lions have done is got a versatile, talented, affordable secondary. And that's how you stop people in today's game. Do you have to stop the run? Of course. But teams are so talented and the rules have gone to passing. You've got to stop the pass. You got to make it hard on teams. Otherwise, yeah, they can just rack up yards up and down the field because your secondary is so brutal. I mean, our secondary has been so brutal. So if he can, Melanfonwu, who I still have hope for, but who knows, if he can play well, now you've got 8 guys coming and going that you can stop the pass. So now you've got, Tyreek Hill. We don't play the Miami Dolphins, but this year, but Tyreek Hill is just running up and down the field on you that they did last year. We've got guys now. We've got dudes that can actually stop this. So to see that he's playing at nickel and safety shows me that Aaron Glenn, our guy Aaron Glenn, who I have been a believer of since he got here. I know it started off rocky last year, but look at that. 2021, terrible defense, terrible personnel. What's he going to do? Then it starts off rocky last year, and it's like, oh, crap. But then he pulls it together, figures it out, adjusts. We go to more of a base defense, man defense, figures it out, and now he's actually got some tools at his disposal to make happen. The versatility in the secondary is going to be huge. I think he wants to switch things up. He wants to play games. Couldn't do it last year. Tried to. Didn't have the talent. Didn't have the guys. Young team. Got burned almost every game in the first 10 weeks. 6 weeks, whatever. Get just absolutely toasted. Just roasted like a marshmallow. And we go back to, okay, we're not going to do that. He wants to do that. he wants to move guys around. He wants to blitz when you're not, this guy's blitz like crazy. I think he really wants to blitz. Couldn't do it because you can't mess up when you blitz. If you have one mess up, whatever, it's done. So I think the Lions have an opportunity to really do some really good things if they can get the secondary to be locked in on the same page. You've got the players now. Tracy Walker's never had good players in front of him. What does he do now that he's got some good players? Brian Branch is the best safety in the draft, and we get him. So now, if Tracy Walker's not ready, it's Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch. If Kirby Joseph, whatever, you're changing guys in and out. Jerry Jacobs now. This is what I'm most excited about is Jerry Jacobs. Jerry Jacobs is a great player. We all like him. He's done a lot of good things for us, but he's not your number one shutdown corner. That's just not Jerry Jacobs. And he was asked to be that because Okudah, Owarie, they just were not good. We kept waiting and waiting for those guys to be good, and they never were. And so the next thing you know, it's like, well, what do we do? Jerry Jacobs, we need you. Chase Lucas, remember him from Hard Knocks and just 7th round pick. Hey, are you going to get healthy? Like, that's not where you want to be, is wondering if Chase Lucas can be healthy to come help you out. He probably won't make the team this year. I mean, that's how much better we've gotten overall. Okudah traded. Love it. Okudah traded. By the way, I'm not going to say this every video, but I think I will. Okudah traded and Swift traded. Just feels like the last of the old regime. Hawkinson, same thing. I mean, see you guys. Thank you for everything. See you later. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. Hawkinson, Okudah, and Swift. 3 guys right there that we waited. Are you good? Are you not good? No, you're not. You're not. So bye. And that is just the beauty of our regime, is we're able to move on. And you can't be like, oh, we need you, man. We need you, Okudah. We got to have you. Because no, see you later. We've got Cameron Sutton, Cameron Sutton and Emmanuel Mosley, boom, coming in. And we're not waiting around anymore for those guys to be good. They're not. Hawkinson never was a believer. Swift was never a believer. Okudah, I was like, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He just got to come back. He'll be all right. And the truth is, with that injury, the type of injury he had, I mean, will he ever be anything? I don't know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure that check out this canvas. Link is in the description. They got all kinds of different things in there. And become a member of the channel. That's the number one way you can help support us. Become a member. Cool things on there. And it's only like $2.99 a month. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.